Isang magandang Huwebes sa ating lahat. Welcome po sa August 26, 2021 edition ng The Stock Market Today. Sana po ay nasa mabuti tayong kalagayan. Ito po ang inyong lingkod, Benji Chidoro. Ako po isang retired bank officer na nagsimula mag-invest sa Philippine stock market noong 2007 at ginagawa ko po itong report araw-araw na sinimulan ko po ng August of last year. Nire-report ko rin po ang pinaka-latest news on your favorite and most active stocks. If you like the content, iniimbitahan ko po kayo mag-subscribe sa aking channel. If you have stocks in mind that you want reviewed, paki-comment lang po sa comment box at akin pong ipaprioritize. Ang financial news po natin ay mula sa Robinson's Land at ang ating financial headlines. Kasamang resulta ng trading sa ating PSE ngayong araw, 26th day of August, dito lamang sa The Stock Market Today. Okay po, simulan na po natin sa ating financial headlines. Okay, ito po yung ating financial headlines. At we start with the macro news or the economic news. Passage of key bills seen to ease FDI restrictiveness. Foreign direct investment po, yung FDI. Okay, according to business and government leaders, improvements in the Philippine foreign direct investment restrictiveness should depend on the passage of laws that will further open the economy. Yung second po is on Philippines post BOP. Wow! Totoo ba to? PH post balance of payment surplus in July as foreign loans bring in more dollars. Okay. Alam ko na ang ibig sabihin nito. So, umutang tayo. So, ang balance of payments is actually the cash inflows versus the cash outflows. Ano po? Yun po ang ibig sabihin niyan. Sabihin, mas maraming pumasok na dollars, mas maraming pumasok na pera kaysa sa lumabas dahil inutang po natin yung pera. Yun po ang ibig sabihin niyan. Okay, so sectoral and company news, ICT seeking technology for ports. And then cars participant reach 1/3 of production target. And Citicorp power plants 200 megawatt of solar farms. So those are our headlines. However, yung headlines natin ay yung main news natin is not in the headlines. It is regarding Robinson's Land. Ano po? Robinson's Land on their REIT offer period which started yesterday. The Real Estate Investment Trust unit sponsored by Robinson's Land Corp started its offer period on Wednesday, that's yesterday, after securing a permit to sell from the Securities and Exchange Commission. RL Commercial REIT Inc.'s offer period will last until September 3. Its initial public offering or IPO comprises of 3.34 billion common shares owned by RLC with an over-allotment option of up to 305 common shares. It aims to raise as much as 23.5 billion. RLC plans to use the proceeds from the financial public offering or IPO of its Real Estate Investment Trust unit to build more projects in all the businesses it currently engages in. RCR, yan po yung pangalan ng REIT ng Robinson's Land, is being branded as the largest REIT in the country. Its initial portfolio includes 14 commercial real estate assets with a combined gross leasable area of 425,315 square meters, having an independently appraised value of 73.9 billion as of end June. The 14 RCR buildings are located in central business districts across Makati, Bonifacio, Global City, Ortigas, Quezon City, and Mandaluyong, as well as key cities of Naga, Tarlac, Cebu, and Davao, making the offer the most geographically diverse Philippine REIT. So yun yung market pitch nila, no? RCR pushed through the listing amid the pandemic, saying it wanted for years to launch the product, and it also noted market support for REIT listings. Okay, so that is our main news on Robinsons Land REIT. And now let's take a look at the happenings at the Philippine Stock Exchange Index. So tignan po natin ang nangyari. I-refresh ko lang po yung ating internet. And let's see what happened to the index. Kanina po umaga ay pataas po yung index, pero siguro the 30 minutes before closing, it was flat, no? So, no gain or loss. Flat po yung tingin ko sa chart. Okay, so let's wait till the internet loads, the page loads rather. And let's see what happened to the Philippine Stock Exchange Index. Sinusubaybayan niyo ba yung TEL at saka Glow? At saka dito? Sinusubaybayan ko po eh. Yun, it ended almost flat, ano? 1.62 points down. Tingnan natin, confirm nga natin kung tama. 1.62, 68, 20, 53. Yes, so it's 1.62 points down or 0.02%, almost flat. And it ended at 6820.53. So, yung pattern po ng ating candlestick is almost a negligible chart, no? Pero it ended in the red dahil konting-konti lang po yung baba niya. In the meantime, bullish po yung ating sentiment sa PSE rather dahil pataas po or under the candlesticks po ang ating indicators. The RSI is also, well, actually the RSI is bearish 40, no? But yung ating indicators, yung ating short, medium, and long term are below the closing price. And that is why I would say that the PSE is turning bullish. Yung market summary naman, the all-share index gained 0.15%. So yung index bumaba ng konting-konti, pero yung all-share tumaas 0.15, higher than the index, no? 6.49. While the sectoral indices, mining and the services ended in the green, and services led by Glow and TEL had a gain of 3.11%, while the losers was led by, maliliit lang yung losers holding companies at 0.81, pero ang gainer is 3.11. Pero hindi pa rin nahila ng services yung PSE index, ano? Almost nag-counterbalance lang siya. Almost break-even lang po. So, no gain or loss. A little loss. So, let's now go to the most active stocks. Actually, we'll be reviewing 7 stocks, ano? RLC and GTCAP, which is in our news earlier. Then, ICT also. Then, Glow, TEL, and Dito. And finally, Converge. Also, the 7 stocks we will be reviewing. If you have stocks in mind that you want reviewed, please comment on the comment box and I will prioritize. Okay, RLC is just moving sideways. Just let me check something lang, no? To make sure that we are recording. Okay, so RLC is moving sideways with our indicators piercing through the candlestick. RLC ended at 1680 or 4 centavos down, almost flat also. While our RSI is bearish at 46. So yung ating nearest support ni RLC ay nandito po sa areang to, sa 1580 to 16 pesos. While the nearest resistance ay, I would say, nandito po sa areang to, sa 1740 to 1750. And then, let's go to the next item, si GTCAP. GTCAP, sila po yung merong, one of their companies is Toyota. No? Metrobank kasi Toyota. Ang BPI is Honda. Ano po? Look at that, nag-breakout siya, no? With volume. And nag-profit taking na lang dito in the last 15 or 30 minutes, I think, ano? So, tingnan natin yung 15-minute chart. Yan, nag-profit taking sa last 30 minutes, I think, or last 15 minutes. Kaya, nagkaganito yung 15-minute chart niya. But, it is a breakout here with our short-term indicator already under, while the medium and the long-term are still above the closing price. So, in general, it is still bearish. Pero RSI is already up at 54, no? Almost 55. Yan po si GTCAP. Ang kanyang support nandito po sa area to, no? Nasa 524 to 525. When I talk of support and resistance, these are not exact points, but these are areas. In the meantime, the resistance level nearest, I would say nandito po sa 573 to 574. So that's for GTCAP. And then ICT. Okay, ICT naman is consolidating. Although it is bullish, kasi under the candlestick. Pero in the past, let's see, 2 weeks, it has been consolidating. 2 or 3 weeks has been consolidating. So if we'll just draw a Darvas box here, starting in this area, yan po yung area of consolidation ni GTCAP, ano? The higher boundary is our resistance 186, the lower boundary is our support at 173. Support and resistance po, areas po yan, hindi po yan exact points. So dyan lang po si ICT, pero based on the technicals, kung titingnan po natin ang technicals ni ICT, ay based on BDO securities, ano? Ang target price ni ICT is, let's see, 191. Na-reach na ba niya? So, 180, malapit na ma-reach yung target price niya, no? Pero technicals po is, pagka may trend po yung stock, mas mataas po sa 190 ang itataas niya. Example po dyan is Glow. Po. So, nakikita niyo po yung trend na ito, yung orange line, yung blue at saka yung black line are all lined up indicating a bullish trend. After ICT, Glow. Wow, look at that. Glow. Pangalawang araw ng breakout to. So, una, nagkaroon ng a small breakout here noong August 24, a larger breakout here, and a larger breakout here. So, here, yung kanyang increase is about 14%. Dito, almost 14% also. 13.38. At pareho may volume, ano? However, yung RSI niya is at 90, meaning that the stock is already overbought. All things equal, no? All things equal, ay most probably magkakaroon niya ng correction sooner or later. Kasi yung fundamentals ni Glow is just up to 2,000 lang yung presyo niya. No, yan yung fundamentals niya. Of course, we can't be very definite on that kung saan pupunta yung presyo because this is already a 52-week high. And as we know, if there is a trend, the trend continues until the trend reverses, di ba? And one of the signs there is the RSI. Meaning, sinasabi niya, overbought na yung stock anytime soon, pwedeng mag-reverse or mag-correct. Okay? So that's Glow. And then TEL. TEL is another stock. I think the reason for that is yung news yesterday, di ba? Meron siyang news yesterday. Hindi lang siguro na ilagay dito. Pero BDO Securities had this news yesterday on a bill supporting a larger contribution from foreign investors. Yung 60-40. 60 for foreigners, 40 for the local investors. And that's what's shooting the stock up. So TEL is again soaring. And as we can see, ang TEL is nasa resistance level na ulito, 1449. And the next resistance is, I believe, 15. Dito po sa area to. 1478 to 500, I think, will be the next resistance level, and this will be the highest level if ever, no? Yung 1.5 will be the highest level since August of 2020. Sa ngayon kasi this is the highest level since July of 2021. So, meron siyang volume, if you'll notice, and this is an indication na dediretso pa yan pataas. However, ingat lang tayo dito kung naka-invest kayo sa kettle at kung short-term trader or trading lang ginagawa natin, maaaring mag-reverse po ito anytime since the RSI is over 70. Nasa 79 na po. Okay po. So that's my take for TEL. And then another telco is dito. Ito tumataas din to eh. Because of that news, yan no. Nagbe-break. Actually, it's starting to break out, ano? Kasi dito napaka-bearish niyan. Pero ngayon, the closing price is above the above the short and the medium term indicators, and even above the long term indicator already. So probably nag-change na po yung trend nito. And there is volume here. So the RSI is also bullish at 66. So ang masasabi ko lang po dito is that this one is next resistance would be here at this area at 10 pesos po. Ang next resistance po ni dito. Okay po? And finally, we have Converge. Okay, wow, Converge, look at that. So tumataas pa rin si Converge. And tulad ng sinasabi ko kanina, yung stock na ICT, no? Yung stock na ICT, kapareho nung Converge. Kung titingnan niyo po yung ICT, yan po, no? All under the candlestick, and it is all lined up in this order, no? Yung orange, yung short, yung medium, and yung long term, all lined up in that order. Kung titingnan mo naman si Converge, ganun din. Meaning, there is a strong trend upwards. So, even if there is no, what do you call this, walang boundaries, ano? Tingnan natin to. So, even if there are no boundaries, meaning, wala kang resistance level, alam mo na tataas pa yan eh. Ngayon, all things equal, tingnan niyo lang po yung RSI. Ingat lang po tayo kasi RSI is telling us that anytime soon, the trend may reverse. Okay? Ngayon, kung titingnan naman po natin ang isa pang indicator, let's see what we have here. Yung halimbawa, yung DMI. Tingnan natin yung DMI. Ayan, okay. If the DMI is above 30, then alam mo na tataas pa yan. No? Kasi yung black line po is our DMI, no? Which is of above 30, then alam mo na tataas pa yung stock. Okay po? And the green line is above the red line. So, ibig sabihin, there is a definite trend. Ngayon, if the DMI po is less than 30, hindi naman inconclusive, kundi there is no particular trend. Yun po yung indicator na DMI. Ngayon, sinasabi po natin, pagka above 30, in which case, it's 60, no? 60 si DMI. Therefore, the greater probability is tataas pa yung stock in spite of the stock being overbought. Okay, so that's my take for Converge. Yan po ang ating report sa stock market. August 26, 2021. Ito po si Benji Chodoro, nagpapaalala, an investment in knowledge pays the best interest. Mag-ingat sa COVID, mag-ingat sa scam. Maraming salamat sa inyong pagtangkilik. Hanggang sa muli. God bless and bye for now.